tardes a todos y a todas. Es un honor estar aquí en Salt Lake City. Margaret y Brent, como siempre, muchas gracias. With the ceremony of the Mexican Ohtli Award, today, the government of Mexico nos vestimos de manteles largos. We are in a celebration. Ohtli means pathway in Nahuatl, the language of the Aztec poets who used the word to ask themselves, what path should I follow with my heart? In Aztec codices, we found the answer as Melahuac Ohtli, which means the right way, which will lead you to fulfill your destiny. This award recognizes the work of men and women who have walked this right path, the Cuatli Ohtli, keeping in mind the idea that you and I and all of us here are walking together. As I stated yesterday here, the League of United Latin American Citizens and the government of Mexico have a long-standing partnership and a friendship. We share common goals, such as the advancement and empowerment of the Hispanic and immigrant community in the United States. For many years, we have been working together to achieve greater educational attainment, better health access and information, and to increase financial education among our community. These programs play an important role to facilitate the integration of immigrants to their new communities. The immigrant and Hispanic youth have been working very hard for the advancement of these communities and towards a more integrated society. Community organizing has been an instrument for change. Today, we are here gathered to recognize one of the leaders of this movement, Manuel Rendon. And I'm saying this in Spanish. Estábamos haciendo una cuenta y creemos que en toda la historia del gobierno mexicano en la entrega de los Ohtlis, él es el más joven recipient de este premio. Y eso, por favor. At only 17 years old, Manuel started his community organizing work in Texas, where he founded the Frisco Youth LULAC Council. Since then, Manuel has not stopped to be an active member of LULAC. He has used his organizing skills to increase awareness among the Hispanic youth about the importance of their civic and political engagement. As LULAC's National Vice President for Young Adults, Manuel continues to develop important projects, such as the Emerge Latino Conference, that facilitate the participation of young Hispanics in issues of interest to the community as a whole. I commend Manuel and LULAC for the work you're doing to increase opportunities for young Hispanic, Manuel. The work of the immigrant and Hispanic youth has been critical to achieve important immigration policy changes, such as DACA. The government of Mexico has been working closely with young leaders like Manuel. These alliances are very important. We have been working together to provide services to the DACA-eligible population and their families. Since 2012, the 50 Consulate of Mexico in the United States, in partnership with local organizations, organized more than 7,000 informative events about DACA, reaching more than 500,000 youths. We're very proud of this coordinated effort and will continue to work to inform our community and modernize our services. DACA has been an important instrument for the Mexican youth to expand its access to better opportunities. According to the survey, in their own words, a national survey of undocumented millennials, 23% of DACA recipients have continued their higher education, and almost half have been able to increase their earnings. Additionally, after the recent approval of local legislation in Nebraska, DACA recipients can obtain driver's licenses throughout the United States. Despite these important accomplishments, the Hispanic and immigrant youth continue to face different challenges. One of the most relevant is perhaps access to education. Manuel Rendon has kept these challenges in mind and is working to create and expand these opportunities. His energy and dedication are an inspiration for young Hispanics. The government of Mexico will keep working closely with organizations such as LULAC, who are striving to empower the Latino community by making inroads and facilitating political and social participation. For this is the real and true meaning of Ohtli, abrir brecha para los demás, un camino. True leaders, as Manuel Rendon, have traveled this path very young and opened the way for the empowerment of Mexican and Latin American immigrants in this great country. Gracias por abrir brecha, Manuel. Muchas felicidades. Therefore, on behalf of the Mexican government, I will now have the honor of bestowing the Ohtli Award upon Manuel Rendon. Manuel, por favor. Eduardo Arnal, nuestro cónsul en Salt Lake City, está imponiendo también el pin de plata, acuñado especialmente para la ocasión.
I want to begin by saying I'm sorry, because for the first time in quite a while, I guess this is what nerves feel like. Y también, primeramente, quiero agradecer con todo mi corazón al gobierno de México por ese honor tan enorme. Y para mis papás, Manuel y Linda Rendon, a quienes adoro con toda mi alma, quienes no pueden estar aquí porque fiel al estilo del mexicano, el inmigrante mexicano, trabajando, ¿no?, para mejorar este país y mejorar la vida de sus hijos. And very briefly, I would ask a quick favor of everybody in this room to please give a round of applause to our great wait staff here who are providing great service, providing our meals. I want to say from the bottom of my heart that serving is a supreme art. God was the first to serve. God serves man, but he is not a servant. So thank you to all those who provided a fantastic service tonight. Madam President, Mr. Executive Director Brent Wilkes, thank you so much for your leadership and for your support and trust in me. And to all of our LULAC youth and young adults, this award really is for you, because oftentimes I'm just a messenger. I'm just a person who kind of gives you orders, and you guys have done phenomenal work. I began in 2006 with LULAC, back whenever we began the high school walkouts towards immigration reform. And it's been 9 years now, and we have yet to accomplish immigration reform. And we're still going to continue to fight. And I promise that I will live up to the expectations and live up to this honor by continuing to dedicate all of my efforts to make this a reality. Y una cosa más, y con eso los dejo, because I do want to be brief, lo siento. Últimamente se dijeron cosas muy ofensivas sobre nuestra comunidad, sobre un candidato presidencial. Y hemos hecho un esfuerzo enorme para afectarlo en su bolsillo. Pero ese señor es un hombre muy inteligente. Y el dinero lo va a lograr una vez más, porque es un hombre de negocios, un hombre de negocios inteligente. Hay que hacer el impacto verdadero con el voto. Y juntos, al unísono de la victoria, podremos lograr esas metas. Y como digo, que queda mucho camino, mucho Ohtli por recorrer, y estoy totalmente agradecido. Muchas gracias.